We finally have our 3D house designs and we are so excited. I can't believe this is real life.
I'm going to show you the pictures and I'm going to show your sisters. Here is the view from the back.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So here's the big terrace part.
Wow.
What's good, Fizz fam? Hope you guys are focusing on what's good, noticing more of what's good, and more good is appearing in your life. More good seems like it's definitely appearing in our life, as is usually the case, to be honest. We try to focus on the good all the time, but today is an exciting day for us because we are going to be hopefully receiving the final plans for our dream house build, which we're doing here in Costa Rica. So the rest of the fam's all ready now.
I've got a riddle, guys. How can someone go 8 days without sleep?
I can. They're breastfeeding, they're a mum, they co-sleep.
This book is for kids, not breastfeeding mums, okay?
Right, is it something technical where it's like they go without half a night's sleep each night for however many nights?
Listen.
Oh, how about if they lose that, it's like something to do with how many hours less you have a night, and then when you add it all up, then it's 8 nights worth of sleep.
That's what I just said.
How can someone go 8 days? We sleep in the night, not in the day.
Oh!
They don't sleep at night, they do night shifts.
What? How come you haven't understood it? Right, people sleep at night time, so they can go 8 days without sleep because they sleep at night time.
Yeah, obviously.
That's the technicality.
Yeah.
Whoa, I told you.
I love Mia's new hat.
Mia, that's
Absolutely hilarious.
I really like it.
That's what I mean.
Looks like you're one of those woke people, Mia.
Right, this bag, I wanted to dress up all nice, I really wanted to go to our land and feel all just like, all, what's the word, Mia, cottagecore. But then I decided to add a little bit of a look. I'm going to come out and let you see what you think about this. I used to do this hairstyle when I was 14, okay? And I just really like it. I want to do it again, but I just want you to tell me if I look like a 12-year-old or not. What do you think, Fizz fam? I felt cute this morning and I took it out because I felt embarrassed. I thought it looked cute and Mia said it looked good, but I kind of feel like I look like I'm a 12-year-old, don't I?
What do you think,
it looks
10-year-old?
good. I like it.
Yeah?
Does it look like I'm a 33-year-old trying to be a 12-year-old, or do I actually look like a 33-year-old with good hair? Does it make me look younger?
Well, it kind of looks in between. It looks like you're about like Mia's age, 16.
Oh, thank you, Sienna. Wow, thank you.
I guess.
Yeah, should I go and meet architects like this then?
Why are you trying to get so dolled up for the architect?
I'm not.
I am behind the camera, you know. I'm literally here recording. She's like, we're meeting the architects today, so I wanted to get really ready for it and put my favourite dress on, do my hair all special. Why are you putting children's hair clips in for the architects? I just don't get it.
They might give us a free room, mightn't they?
Actually, my hair.
No, because they're not the builders, they're the architects.
The architects might give us like a couple of more amendments on the design, because I have a feeling when we get the final design back, who knows, how about if we don't like it? We have no more goes left at amendments.
Yeah.
Do we?
I think it's that thing, you can still have more amendments, but you have to pay more.
Exactly, so that's
Yeah.
what I've dressed up for.
Okay, well done.
Okay.
I'm sure those
I'll be
little,
like-
those little hair clips are going to do it.
Okay, I'll do what Sienna did with the puppy dog guys in the haircut. Please?
In the hair clip, you mean in the bike shop?
Please, can we buy it?
I'm going to do what Sienna did in the bike shop and with these hair clips. So the puppy
But you
dog...
said in the hair clip.
Yeah, you said.
So that's like each video we're gonna hear some of Georgie, we call it Georgie speak, and it's where different words get replaced with other words. Always the opposite is said. If you want something to be hot, you say you want it to be cold. If you want to get a shopping trolley, you say shopping basket.
Right, so we've been married 10 years and sometimes we have arguments.
We haven't been married 10 years.
Oh, so me and Dad...
See, there was another one.
Me and Dad have been together for 10 years, and of course sometimes we have little debates, don't we? Lovers' tiffs. And sometimes we have a lover tiff over something that I've got the opposite end of. And we've just had a whole argument for no reason. And at the end of it, you were just like arguing about the opposite thing, what you didn't mean.
Yeah.
Like, basically, I
Even
felt
that was
sorry for
confusing.
Dad.
Right, you know Sienna's got this book called like Brain Teasers and Riddles. Life with Georgie. Right, I love you, George. You're amazing. But it's quite challenging being able to have any type of discourse or conversation with you ever because you constantly keep me on my toes and I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, Fizz fam, how they say that you meet the people in your life because they like challenge you and they help you grow and evolve. Well, when I met Darren, he was an only child. I'm the oldest of 5 kids, so he liked his own personal space. But then he's also one of those males where he sort of almost veers a little tiny bit on the autistic spectrum, where some things make you, like, Darren's very particular about his words and numbers. Everything has to be quite precise. I think a lot of males are a bit like that, but Darren is particularly. So when I say my words back to front and wrong and things like that, it really affects his brain.
Keeps me on my toes.
It keeps him on his toes. He really does struggle, and thank you for putting up with me.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm not putting up with you. But
well, you know what I mean.
It's just a bit of a challenge sometimes, the ends, isn't it?
Can I give you another riddle?
Let's test me.
She's getting her payback on you, isn't she?
Yeah, great. Test my brain. That rusty old brain.
I lose my head in the morning, but I get it back at night. What am I?
A Guinness beer. Oh, I lose my head.
Hang on, no. If we keep this rolling a bit longer, Mum will start doing her like Scooby-Doo laugh, you know. See, just by mentioning it starts.
I lose my head in the morning, so I know it's not actually a literal head on like a person or an animal. So like, what other things have a head?
Just quickly interrupt here. Here's another really cute little quirk about Georgie is if she says a joke, if you just stay quiet for long enough, she'll start doing her Scooby-Doo laugh.
Yeah. So I thought of a beer because they have a head on it, but the beer would be gone. The head on it. Yeah, test me. Come on, everyone wants to know if me is.
I lose my head in the morning, but I get it back at night. What am I?
Come on, homeschool kid.
By the way, this book is for ages 8 to 12, so you should be able to figure this out.
Me then.
Oh, that's so close, Mia.
What?
So close.
Bed.
A pillow?
Yeah! They get it back at night. They use their head in the morning because you get up.
Anyway, that's enough fun. Let's go. We've got to go, George.
Right, come on. See you later, guys. And I'm going to go barefoot as well.
So here's the land, Fizz fam. Still all completely untouched. Just lots of greenery. And obviously these trees have really started flourishing now because we've had so much rain here because it's the rainy season. I say so much rain. It probably rained, like if you were to quantify it as like a section of the day, it's like 1/10 of the day or something, isn't it?
Like, I haven't really noticed this rainy season that much.
No, it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
No, because we got told that it can rain non-stop for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's nothing, because when we lived in Dubai and we really wanted to try out being there over the summer months because everybody said that they left for like 2 months in the summer.
Yeah, they said you just melt.
We wanted to try it out. It wasn't as hot as people made out, but it still was like unenjoyable for the fact you can see it looks attractive outside, but you can't go out because it's just like 40 Celsius.
You just feel too fatigued.
But here, rainy season, you don't have to leave in rainy season at all.
I mean, you just got to sometimes expect that you could be out and you're going to suddenly get soaking wet, but then it'll get all hot and sunny again. So
these trees actually look nice now.
Yeah,
because they were kind of, you know, in a bit of a bad way, weren't they?
Yeah, like this is like a little, look like it was dying. That's the thing, when it's dry season, everywhere around here kind of looks like an African savanna and everything looks very dry and parched and like it's dead. And then when it's rainy season, then everything is really like lush and it's alive.
So, but what we're thinking is, obviously we're going to keep this massive tree here. That's really important that we keep that. I'm not sure about these other ones, how they're going to interfere. This will probably go. Even though it looks nice now in comparison to how it looked when it was obviously dry season, it was just like some dead sticks basically, but
I think it's gonna look such an eyesore and it's gonna obstruct a lot of view. Yeah. And like obviously this tree will keep and the other ones, but that I don't even know about the other ones, Georgie. I don't know how these ones will interfere with where the house goes. Just because it starts pushing it back further and further, so I don't know. We've got to be practical, haven't we? But yeah, this is incredible, guys, being here again. We don't really visit that much, do we? Because it's like when we bought the land and then when we got in touch with the architects, it's been like such a long time that we've kind of like, not forgotten, but kind of just been carrying on with life, haven't we? Yeah, just busy with other things. I want to be putting all of my attention on this, but it's just like been so drawn out that we now need to get back in the swing of actually feeling excited about it. Other people, like, other houses have been built before us, so it's not just because we're in Costa Rica, it's just like somehow it's got slowed down for us, hasn't it? It's been because we wanted like extra things for the house, like special features, so it's kind of our own fault, isn't it? Yeah, so, if we'd have gone for a completely standard one, it would be built by now. We'd been living in it because we were like, oh, it'll be ready for Christmas, but then we wanted to make a house, you know, well, you're going to see it, guys, it's going to be incredible, so it's definitely going to be worth the wait, but obviously we're getting impatient.
We're standing right here. So the idea is to come with a pedestrian entrance, like with little concrete tiles.
You decided to come in the end, didn't you, Koa? We had to go back home and meet the architects, so they came to the house. And then you wanted to come with us, didn't you, Koa? Do you want to get out and look at our land? Look, Daddy's going on there. What we just saw there was the floor plan, but that's actually not the proper design plan yet, what we're going to get to see. So I'm super excited getting to see what it's actually going to look like, Koa, aren't you?
As much that direction as possible, because then we have all of this extended view, whereas any of the other points, it's more like looking on the neighbours, isn't it? That's not too much of a big deal, but if we can just look at trees
actually,
instead, nice.
It's just the master layout that we have to flip it a little bit.
Yeah.
This was a really bad idea, Fizz fam, to wear a really long dress walking on the land. It's literally turned into a swamp, hasn't it, Koa?
So you tried to impress everyone and it's backfired, doesn't it?
I know, but they're just smart, aren't they?
Yeah.
They probably weren't expecting this either. They come from the sea to the countryside, and this is what happens.
Yeah, it's very squelchy at the moment, which doesn't exactly look like ideal land to build a house on, does it? But they said you lift it all up and you bring in all extra mud and stones and everything. I really know what I'm talking about, don't I? And then you can build a house. Yeah, that's pretty squelchy, Georgie. Right, I think we're gonna have to flip the orientation of it a bit so we have a better view.
Yeah, better view to the...
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
The architects have now left Fizz fam, and we have it for you. Something which we have waited nearly 9 months for. We finally have our 3D house designs, and we are so excited. I can't believe this is real life.
I'm going to show you the pictures and I'm going to show your sisters.
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it, Koa? Honestly,
Koa's just had a bath.
Are you really happy now? Are you like relieved?
It's beyond my wildest dreams. It's so good. I love it.
Wow.
My banana, yeah?
Do you know what number banana this is?
About like 5.
6, I think.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Senna, are you excited?
Currently doing my tea job.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate with a cup of tea, aren't we?
Yeah.
We might be in Costa
I
Rica,
love this
but
opening.
we're still going to be doing the British thing, aren't we?
Yep.
Still have a British pop, mate.
Of course you have. Mia, are you excited to see the house design?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Because obviously, one of the rooms is going to be Mia's bedroom, so obviously she's going to be excited to find out what we've got in store for her. By the way, Mia,
Since the previous design.
Mia, your bedroom is going to be with Sienna's and Karma's.
Well, like...
Sharon. No, Sharon. One big giant room.
They're joking, aren't they?
I don't think any of us will get much sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please, I'd love an Earl Grey. And we're going to show you your bedroom, Karma.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing, Mia.
Where should we sit? Here.
It feels so official that I've got like the actual documents. We have it all in 3D renders as well.
Yeah, we've got some digital ones which are all colourful, 3D, absolutely beautiful, and they honestly, like, I'm transporting myself into the future when I like imagine myself living in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Should we wait till Sienna brings the tea over?
Yeah, let's wait for the tea, shall we? If you can even hear it.
Yeah, please. Thank you, Sienna. Right, let's do the paper one first, okay? So, first of all, the news to tell you too. We've kind of alluded to this, but the house is going to be 2 levels, not 1 level.
Oh!
So like most of the houses around here are obviously only single level, which we did really love and we did like that. But then when me and Mum have gone on walks with the babies and stuff, we're kind of visualising it. And for some reason, for me, maybe it's just growing up in the UK, I don't know. But I feel like a single level place is like a retirement place.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a family home
like a
to me.
bungalow, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's very Australian, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we decided on 2 levels to make it more like grand and amazing.
Also forget something, when it's 2 levels, you have more space.
Yeah, exactly.
So it keeps growing. Every time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This is now the final design. However, we did just walk through the land with them and we have made some other smaller changes, which are making it even bigger still. So it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But so here we go. Here is the pathway to the front. We've got a water feature at the front here. We're gonna have, shall I just go straight into the really nice attractive designs rather than the paper
this
design
is
actually?
boring.
Let's not do the paper design.
Come on, Fizz fan, that was well boring. Come
Right.
on, let's just jump straight to the good
Let's
stuff.
do this. Here we go. Right, so this is, they consider everything. So they consider all like the way the sun is going to go across the land, the way the wind goes across the land, the way the water's going to sit. So it's going to have to be built up here so there's no water collecting.
technical.
in the middle.
wanna
You can
have a
have a
look?
look as well,
Come on
Carlos.
then,
Come on, you
Carla.
come in here. Then we're going to finally get schematic designs. Here we go. So there's one giant roof over the top of all of it. Yeah, and then here is our rancho, here's our pool, here's our outdoor bathroom for the main bedroom. So I'll come back to this schematics and I'll show you the 3D images first. This is so funny because obviously we explained to them that we're a family, but we also do all social media work from home, including you, Mia.
Yeah.
So it's like a recording studio space as well as a family living home. So they've really incorporated all of these things. So as you can see,
great.
there's like filming set. This is going to be an actual, a soundproofed room, which can be for like podcasts or voiceovers, or
so cool.
if we have to do green screen things, that's kind of
Or
stuff.
a cinema room. It could
Or
be a cinema room.
And then actually this upper level here, this is like a co-working space. So we have like a co-working space in our house.
That's so
It's literally
cool.
going to have its own little like cafe bit and like a lounge seating area,
Oh
and then
my
a big
goodness.
table like this with all chairs around it, so we can have like meetings in there and stuff like that.
Mia, so you can edit up there while me and Dad work.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun.
It's
Sienna
gonna be
can do our
amazing.
homeschooling up there, can't you, Sienna?
Yeah. So that is a second level, and then over here is a second level.
Okay.
But then the main living area, the great room, which is obviously the kitchen, living room, dining room.
Yeah.
Well, this particular one is 10 meters across, where we are right now in this house. Ours is going to be 14 meters across.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And then it's going to be double height. And the reason it's
Okay.
double height is obviously because it's a 2-story house, but in this central great living area
Yeah.
is going to be 1 story, but really, really high ceilings. And then all the way across the room, this might sound rubbish until you see it as a picture, but across the middle of the room is a bridge, which goes from one side of the house.
You're going to get to see the
To the other
colourful
side of the
3D
house.
renderings in a minute.
You sit
Don't
down,
worry.
Hamzy, 'cause otherwise I can't show
All
you.
of Dad's not showing you the best bits yet.
Right, so now we're at the 3D images. So these are like the artist impression images of what it's going to look like. So this is the front, obviously. Here's our big trees, yeah? And so this is the double height part all in the middle.
Yeah.
Here's the garage over here, and then it's got the studio space above it. So you've got all of your bedrooms down here, which we'll get to in a second. But above that is like this huge, it's 140 square meters of terrace space. So I was joking to them, I was saying like, yeah, we can turn it into a football pitch because it's huge.
Okay.
We're not quite sure what to do with it yet.
I think an outdoor gym.
But that's that's not going to be 140 square meters. Like
Yeah,
we
but
can
outdoor
do-
gym and
we
a
can
seating
have
area.
like a herb garden. We can
Yeah.
have like an outdoor cinema.
But then,
we can have an outdoor gym.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like
that's
there
so
can be a
exciting.
yoga area with yoga mats.
It's basically another outdoor area, but shaded,
yeah.
That's amazing.
sheltered.
So I'll get to that in a second, right? So
Yeah.
here's our straight on view of the front.
That
Looks so like
pretty.
just grand,
Wow.
doesn't it?
It looks
like
amazing.
majestic. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's got such a presence.
Wow.
Here, previously we had a spiral staircase, which we
Okay.
weren't very keen on. So we've changed to a different staircase here, which I'm going to get to in a second. But so it looks like a column from the front.
Okay.
Water feature here, so there's water at the back of the house and water at the front of the house, because obviously we want to
Wow.
have it really nice flowing cool air. So by
Yeah.
having those bodies of water at either side, the air is going to be really chilled flowing through the house. This is now the side view. So this is, as I said, like family room / Karma and Cover's room.
Yeah.
And then we've got a hallway, and then we've got Sienna's room here and her bathroom.
Do you like it, Sienna?
Yeah.
And then we've got Mia's room here, her bathroom, her walk-in
Oh.
closet. You'll see on the schematics in a minute the
How
size
big it is.
difference of
But,
your room.
But
what
we
it's
know
like
that it's
now.
not just for clothes, it's storage, like for your art supplies
Yeah.
and things
Yeah.
like that as well, Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be the barbecue rancho bit, and obviously this terrace goes the whole length. So it's actually deeper
Wow.
than the full depth of the house because it goes
Oh my
extended
goodness. Wow.
back to the rancho. So as I said,
Wow,
absolutely
that's
huge.
so cool.
This is the other side of the house. So there's the garage, and then this is mine and Mum's
Mm-hmm.
outdoor bathroom, and then the extension bit which we've put on it so we can sunbathe out there as well, so we can have
That's cool.
lounges.
Not only that, it's a family bathing area as well. So
Yeah.
if I'm in the
Yeah.
bath, the babies can be playing out there, or
Yeah.
I can be sunbathing while they're playing in the bath.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
and this is a double height ceiling above the bath.
Okay.
And it's basically got a bit where you can either slide all this to be open, so it's sort of half
yeah.
outside.
I was gonna ask, can you?
Yeah, or you
open
can
it?
slide it to be closed.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Does
it's
that
like
look a good
the in and out
bathroom,
thing.
Karma, to play
I
in?
think the babies are gonna love that.
And then
Yeah.
here is the view from the back.
Wow.
Oh my
that's
So here's the big
pretty.
terrace part.
Wow.
This is obviously the barbecue
This
ranch
is so
area.
much more amazing than I was
I know.
expecting.
This is mine and Mum's bedroom down here, and then above it is the co-working space.
Wow.
And then, so all glass at the back, you've got the huge overhangs, and because they've tracked all the trajectory of the sun during the course of the day, it's going to be really nice, bright light for filming, but indirect. So it's not going to be sun rays on you, it's all going to be diffused light. And then there's even like some skylight bits in a minute, which I'll get to. And then there you can see the bridge, which goes across the great
That
room.
looks so cool.
Now we're
That's for you to jump down onto beanbags off.
Closer up image.
I want to do that.
So really nice,
I knew it.
this blend between like indoor and outdoor
that's
living.
nice.
Like obviously when all those doors are open, it's just essentially
Looks
like
amazing.
you're outside. Yeah, and we've changed all the color schemes of this. It was like darker stone, so we've gone for a nice light stone. Mum suggested like the black frames on the windows, which looks really nice actually. So
Yeah.
some
I
little
want that
black
monochrome look.
accents. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
So now coming
so
inside the great room, here's the bridge. Yeah.
Wow, the bridge looks really cool.
The bridge is rad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then we've got these black fans as well. So again, the little elements of black accents. We've got like a white kind of granite-y marble wall down there. We're not sure which actual texture or material we're going to use for that yet. But it might be able to match the countertops. So
Yeah,
it's like
I kind of want white marble with little grey bits in it.
Yeah.
It's very
that's
bright.
gonna be the kitchen.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
going to be the kitchen in that end. So everything's all kind of built in and looking all like really minimalist.
Yeah,
And then tucked around that corner, we've got a really big walk-in pantry as well, where we can store tons of food.
That's cool.
All of your nut butters, Karma.
Yeah.
Lots of space for lots of almond butter.
And then there you can see the water there, look, of that water feature at the front.
This is amazing.
There's the
A water
corridor bit.
feature at the front of the house, by the way, is good for feng shui.
And then down that way is the hallway. And so that is that room which we're saying is kind of playroom, family room, probably will turn into Karma and Co's room eventually. But that one doesn't have a normal door and it has a sliding door. So when they're playing in there, the sliding door can be pushed all the way across, like open. So we kind of can always keep an eye on, we know what's going on, we know they're safe, etc. while we're cooking.
I think the playroom can have a nice table in there for you to do drawing up and painting and that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And then this side is your rooms, and if you notice there is glass.
Oh.
So what?
skylight.
Yeah. So what we've got is actually where there's that terraced area on level 2. A part of that is going to be a glass floor, so that it allows the light to still come through there. So
Can you stand
because
it?
we obviously they follow us on social media as well, so they know we need good lighting everywhere.
Yeah.
So they've designed the whole house have really nice lighting everywhere.
Wow.
Which realistically,
Can
whether
you
you do
stand
social
on
media or
that?
not, it makes a
It's
beautiful
nice,
house.
When you're on the like rancho bit, can you stand? Not
Yeah.
rancho, terrace.
Yeah, you can stand on it, yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
we're gonna have a glass floor on
That's
part
gonna
of
make
it.
some really cool things. Like we
I know.
could be standing up and then looking down and
You could do a
someone
prank on
underneath.
each other and
Yeah.
like remove the glass. And
No.
That is not a funny prank.
That sounds a bit too difficult
No,
to do
remove the
that.
glass and put cling film.
No, it would be a funny prank though to remove the glass and then pour a bucket of water down on the person underneath.
oh, we
Yeah.
get so many good ideas, don't we?
So everything about this house is designed to obviously be eco, natural, and then really nice and minimalist as well. So we've got storage areas to like, not that we own a lot of things anyway, but just to tuck things out of the way. So it's always really nice, clean, just areas.
We don't like
everywhere.
clutter out,
No
do we?
clutter.
No,
so
yeah.
that's a nice storage area, which is not your bedrooms, but it can be like, you know, a
For
nice-
sheets, towels.
yeah, additional
Exactly.
closet.
You know,
and then here, which you
surfboards.
can't see, is the pantry. Now these are the stairs, so I'll try and explain how you get to these. You can see here's the front of the house,
Okay.
yeah? And so what it looked
yeah.
like when you were first viewing the front, there was a column to the left, yeah? Well, that's this column. Again, it's like this marble. And then we've got these floating wood stairs with the
They're
glass
really
at the
pretty.
side. We're deciding what to do about this wall at the moment. We don't know whether to remove this triangle part of the wall and then so it's open, or to have a higher glass handrail.
I think remove.
Yeah, with a metal,
Yeah,
say
I know
like
what you
black
mean.
metal fixed to the glass, so a black metal
Yeah.
handrail.
Well, it
And
could
then
be like
there's-
in Portugal, they don't have any. You know,
And then there's the
rail.
little garden area underneath. So you've got the floating steps, and then you can see the little like cactusy or whatever area down there, which is really nice. And then you'll notice as well that there's light coming in, even though this is a second story, and I'll get to that in a minute, which you'll get to see. And then this is now the upstairs part, which you can see with glass rails along there. Everything about it just looks so fancy, doesn't it?
I'm like actually like mind blown, like shocked, like
Yeah.
So here's another angle. Here's mine and Mum's room, and then there's the co-working space. So now you've seen it in 3D. Also, let me tell you something else. Cheers.
Like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be like this house, maybe with like a little bit bigger.
Cheers, Fizz fam.
Well, let me tell you something else.
Can I
Every
just say
time we get the
something?
designs back,
I'm
they
sorry if
get
you could
better
hear me
each time.
slurping behind the camera. But Fizz fam, I am so excited about this. Like, this house is, no pun intended, or I don't want it to sound cliche, but it's literally my dream house.
Yeah.
This is a dream experience. We never really planned, like, Costa Rica wasn't really one of our destinations on our list, but we've just ended up here. We've been directed here, and yeah, it's just everything is falling into place.
Well,
I
there
really
was
like
a year
it.
difference, or there might have even been 10 months difference between when I got the guidebook when we were in the UK and then actually arriving here. But obviously we went to Portugal and Mexico before that, so
Like,
we didn't even know we were
always
going to
kind
come
of-
here, but then we did end up
Yeah,
coming
we
here.
always kept going to the US for trips because we've always really liked the US because it's very family friendly there and easy to kind of live the lifestyle we like there. And then we were like, obviously wanted to live in the Middle East for a little while, and we tried living in the Canary Islands, so in a place in Europe where it's quite sunny all the time. But like, we were thinking of maybe sometime in the future going to like East Asia and the Americas, but we were going to go back to Dubai, and after giving birth to current experience living in the Middle East a little longer because we're having such a good, really fun experience there. But we've ended up here in Costa Rica, and it wasn't on our plans, but that's just one of the things about life. It's like you can make all these plans and sometimes they don't go exactly how you want it, and it's sometimes
But it still
important
ends up, like-
to go with the flow.
Right.
Well, it's what we've always said anyway, about say yes to every opportunity.
Yeah, so we've
Things
ended up
presented
here.
themselves, and then we just always say yes, and just a path.
Because I'm not
almost
going to
presents
lie,
itself,
like in
doesn't it?
2020, after I gave birth to Karen in 2020, like the world changed a lot, and at first I did feel quite unsettled and like things were out of our control, and I did feel a little bit like defeated by everything. But now everything is like going really well for us. Like, I've just accepted that our life is gone. We've taken a different road, a different path. And life in Costa Rica isn't exactly the same as it is in Dubai or the UK. Life is very different here in a tropical country, but it's amazing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're getting to build this eco house, and I'm just so excited to get to share this whole new adventure and chapter with you, Fizz fam. Like, the whole house getting built. I'm sure there's going to be lots of things which go wrong. I don't know if I should
No,
say
there's
that.
not.
Don't say
No,
that.
we're going to show you
What
the
you
whole
mean
process.
is just there's a journey to
Yeah, there's a
everything,
journey,
and there's
ups and
challenges.
downs. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to go wrong. I know that everything is going to go like really, really well. But like, obviously, I just can't wait to share this journey with you, because obviously it's going to be a little bit stressful building a house. Like, it's
Well,
gonna, a
even
lot
for
to
instance,
take
just
on.
in terms of like challenges, sorry to cut you off,
Yeah,
George, but
that's fine.
because there's been a delay and we had to change architects, now it means we've lived here through a rainy season and we know what happens in the rainy season, so we've adapted our build as a result. So it's going to be better, isn't it? Because we've now experienced all the climates here.
And then obviously at the end of all this, like, us and you, Fizz fam, are going to get to experience living in the brand new house. Like, because you've been with us from the very beginning when we lived in the UK, and then we moved to Gran Canaria, and then we've just been like staying in lots of vacation rentals and like renting houses and apartments out. We've never really felt like committing to buying a house or let alone building one, because we've just wanted to go with the flow. As a family, we're quite fluid, and we just loved like traveling around the world. But now we've had this opportunity where we want to settle down, and we're going to get to like to build a house is just a dream come true, and I'm just so excited to share all of this with you, Fizz fam.